My smart home setup is ever evolving, and when Eufy reached out to sponsor a video on this channel featuring their new smart lock E30, I couldn't say no. So let's go ahead and check this thing out. So here is the box, and opening this thing up inside of the box, obviously we have both sides of the lock here, and you get all of the accessories and all the screws and everything. Essentially all you need to get up and running, including the 8 AA batteries that are needed, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The installation process is super easy and compatible with pretty much any door setup, and all in all, it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to get the whole thing installed, and that's really including like filming the process for you as well. If you do have any snags, there's quick access to customer support, but it's pretty simple as far as getting everything assembled goes. You just take the outside half and run the wire through the hole of your door, and then you take the back plate and slide that cable through it and screw everything together along the way. Then you take that cable and you clip it to the other half of the inside half of the door lock, and you mount that to the plate that we just secured. And once you've gotten everything all screwed together and a few finishing details applied, you're all done. That's it. It's really that simple. As far as the design goes, I mean, the lock is super clean. I really do like that we have rubber pads on here that kind of keep your door from getting scuffed and scratched and things like that by the hardware, so that's really nice. Now, the post-installation process is simple as well. You just download the Eufy app and you can get everything up and running inside of there, just following the prompts along the way as it guides you through the setup process. The cool thing here is that you have several methods to unlock your door. Like they're giving you a lot of options. There's a fingerprint sensor, which is easy to set up with the help of the app, and it actually gets better with every use, which is cool. You can also use the app itself to unlock the door, obviously. There is a passcode option, which is super handy, and of course, you get physical keys as well. So, I mean, you kind of get all the things as far as unlocking your door goes. And there's one other one, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Of course, my personal favorite way to control the lock and pretty much anything else that's inside of my home is using smart home tech. I mean, this thing can connect to Apple Home, Google Home, we have Samsung Smart Things, Alexa. It kind of does all the things as far as smart home automation goes, and you can control it from literally anywhere. It's Wi-Fi connected, so connecting it to Apple Home for smart home automation is fast and easy using the Matter smart home QR code, and from there it's linked to my existing smart home hub and gives me the ability to create automation tasks. The level of smart home automation tasks that you can get from an ecosystem like Apple Home, for example, is kinda limitless. You can really do a lot. But just as an example, to keep things simple, I enjoy the fact that I can set up an automation task within the Home app that will say every time the door is unlocked, my lights turn on, and every time the door is locked, the lights turn off. So it's a kind of an easy way to just automate the lights in your smart home, which I just think is pretty cool. As you would imagine, because it's Wi-Fi connected, as I mentioned, you can control it from anywhere. You can use voice commands if you want to do that. You can set up the automation tasks. It's really just a limitless experience. If you really want to get all of your devices integrated and connected, there's no better way. And if that's not your jam, you can easily use the Eufy app to control the entire system, as well as any other compatible Eufy products that are in the app as well. The whole Eufy app experience is very clean. I mean, I really do like the layout of it. It keeps things pretty simple, kind of just gives you a list of your stuff. You can click into the lock and you can easily unlock it and lock it right there. Couple of taps and you're locking and unlocking your door just like that. I mean, it's a very simple app experience, and you can access all the other app features from within the settings of the lock, so you can do things like be able to connect it to other smart home systems. You can turn on the auto lock feature, which will automatically lock the door when you leave if you forget to, things like that. There's just a lot of settings in there that you can really dive in to customize it and make it your own. Now, as far as the battery life goes, as I mentioned, it does take 8 AA batteries, and I prefer having disposable batteries in a smart lock rather than something that you have to wait to recharge. But if for some reason you miss all the app notifications and you do run out of power, in a pinch, in an emergency, you can power the smart lock using a power bank temporarily, which is really cool. So yes, this is a lock, but it's a smart lock, and honestly, having the addition of something like this that does connect with all the other smart home tech in your house is pretty essential. Like, the things that you can do with smart home automation these days just blows my mind. I mean, if we're just talking about iOS and Android alone, the possibilities are infinite in terms of what you can do to have your smart home do work for you, control other things, make your life easier. And I think that the eufy Smart Lock E30 is a nice stepping stone to getting smart home automation just kind of locked down in your favor. But I would love to know what you think about this smart lock or smart home technology in general down in the comment section below. And if you want to check out the eufy Smart Lock E30 for yourself, I will be sure to drop a link in the description for you so you can do that. But I don't know. I just think the smart home tech just gives me goosebumps. I love the whole thing, and I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Big shout out to eufy for sponsoring this video, and I will catch you in the next one.